Hello and welcome to day number 5 of the Advent Calendar unboxing. This is actually take number 3 of this one, as I have a bit of a confession to make. I taped it first, did all the video in, everything was fine, sorted, brilliant, got it onto the computer, started editing it, and the file was corrupt, so obviously I wasn't able to use that clip. Bang goes that one. Number 2, which was about half an hour ago now, I went to do, and then I had my youngest sitting with me and she decided she was just going to be sick everywhere, so had to obviously stop and just restart the whole thing because there was just a mess, like you baby sick, just projectiles everywhere. So I'm going to leave that one to your imagination, and we're going to go for this one, third time lucky. And obviously, as I said, I can't unwrap it because that was take 1, and with how brilliantly advanced technology is and how well it always works, she lies, then I will just review what I got so you can still see it obviously, and we'll go into looking at tomorrow's ones as normal anyway. So with my sister's one, I was really kind of struggling with what it could have been with the like the squidgy bit that was in it, and then there was a couple of hard bits and I wasn't quite sure what it was. Well, the squidgy bit was the bag. It was this bag because it was like folded like this, so this was like where the squidgy bit was, and inside the bag, I've taken it out so you can't see, was something I had absolutely no idea. I wasn't expecting it to be this. I didn't think, this didn't even cross my mind, but my sister made some stitch markers. Aren't they sweet? And green's my favourite colour, that's why the green, because that's my favourite colour, is that shade of green, actually, the lime green. So it's nice to have some like long ones, because normally stitch markers are only like, you know, like this sort of big. They're just like a little plastic clippy hoop things or something. Sometimes if you're doing big projects, you just can't find where you put your stitch marker. So having a nice, a couple of nice long ones is actually going to be really, really handy. And a little bag for them to go in, which is nice, so you won't lose them, because I'm always losing stitch markers. So these will be really, really nice. Nice to see that she's made some. I showed her some that I had made, giraffe ones for myself, and some that I sell. So I'm guessing she probably got the idea of something like that from it, and she's crafty like me, so they are very, very handy, those ones. Moving on to my mum's. I had an idea that it was a bookmark because it was quite long, and then it had like a bit on the end that I thought maybe could have been like a tassel-y bit that you get on bookmarks. And I'm so happy to say I was right. This was it. This is a tassel bit that was on the end. It's just like a little bit of nice ribbon. It feels really nice. I haven't shown you it. This is at the front, don't worry. The front is on the other side. Don't forget to turn it over, Chloe. So it's by National History Museum, which normally means animals. And if you haven't spotted already, it says giraffe. Now, giraffes are my favourite animal. So when I saw this, I was so happy. It's really pretty. And I actually have a t-shirt that's like this colour, that's in the background, with giraffes on it. So it's kind of actually almost like matches a t-shirt that I own. So I'm in love with it. I really love this. It feels really nice, feels really sturdy. Nice little bit of colour on the end. And actually, after lime green, I do like yellows, like mustard yellows and stuff. And this is almost, I mean, it looks quite bright on the camera, but in person it's a little bit darker than what it appears. So this is almost a mustardy yellow anyway, which is really nice. So I'm super happy with this. Got 2 little giraffes on it, and if I can zoom in, here there's actually little birdies on these branches and on the trees. There's little birdies, which is really sweet. So I'm super happy with these two. Really, really love them. And actually, I have a book I'm reading at the minute, and it's got a receipt in it because I don't have a bookmark. So I can officially swap it over and put this in. So 2 more lovely things from my family. Absolutely adore them. Both going to be come in handy. I'll be using both of them today, actually, where I switch my bookmark over from the receipt. And I have a project that I'm working on for my niece at the minute. So we put in this stitch marker in it because it's going to be a bit easier to use than the one I've got at the minute. So moving on to tomorrow's one, now we've kind of got that blunder out of the way. The one from my sister I thought was stitch markers. As soon as I picked it up, I was like, oh, that looks like, it feels like a stitch marker because it does this. So I thought they were like metal stitch markers. But now she's made some, I'm not entirely sure. But I'm going to stick with it anyway because I don't know. It's like quite thick, so it looks like it could be the box. Obviously it rattles. It doesn't feel very heavy, and it's, you know, it's got like this cardboardy bit, which is like the bigger bit, and then it dips into like where the box bit would be. So I'm going to stick with that because I just don't know. I don't have any other ideas for that one. And then moving on to my mum's one. I'm stuck on this one again. So I'm going to go for a scarf or like a t-shirt or something, because I thought, oh, it's like the same as the makeup bag that I got the other day. I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of like the same. A little bit heavier than what that one was, but I was like, maybe it's got a slightly different design, or maybe she's put something in it, or put something with it, I don't know. So, but it was kind of like the same size, and it is soft, like the other one was. So, but then why would she do a second one when I've already got one? So that's what's making me think there's probably is another makeup bag. Well, I don't see my mum getting me 2 makeup bags. I mean, I'm Harry Potter obsessed, but even my mum wouldn't buy me 2 of the same thing. So once I picked it up and had a proper feel of it, it's actually hard along here and then a little bit here. So that's what's making me think, you know, like you fold a t-shirt up or something, the collar around it is like a bit thicker. I'm thinking maybe that's that bit, and this is like part of like the sleeve, I don't know. But because it's soft, I'm gonna stick with clothes because I'm absolutely terrible at guessing. Or say terrible at guessing. I've got 2 right so far, so I'm gonna stick with that as my answer. But if you can think of anything else that you think either of these might be, both of them, pop it down in the comments below and let me know. You'll probably have much better ideas than me, and you'll probably get it bang on, because this is a Saturday morning and my brain isn't quite in gear yet. Yeah, I kind of got up this morning and potted around a little bit, started doing this, and then everything all went awry. So my brain is not in gear properly today. I am super happy with what I got yesterday though. Or today, sorry, because they're smashing. I'm glad I guessed that correctly yesterday for today. So that's cool. So if there's anything like this that you think, oh, actually, that's a good idea, I know someone I could give that to, that'd be really cool, anything like that. Would you like stitch markers? Like, do you like handmade stitch markers? Do you have a favourite one that you like to use when you work with your yarn and you're crocheting or you're knitting or anything like that? Do you have a favourite? I don't say I don't have a particular favourite. It depends on the project I'm doing personally for me. If I'm doing something small, my little giraffe ones are great. Because you can just squeeze them in with everything if you're like taking it on the go, and then you don't have to like worry about fitting everything in. I've got a tiny little pouch that's got like scissors and stuff in, and they're nice and small, so they fit in with that. But then if you're doing a big projects like that, these are going to be great because then you're not going to lose them in the middle of your project. So if you've got a favourite, or you like me, it depends on what you're doing. Do you like to read as well? Do you like things like this? You know, we always have other hobbies apart from our yarn, so just let us know down in the comments, get to know you a little bit better. And I'm going to leave it there because otherwise I'm just going to end up rambling on. So I'll let you get on with your day. Look after yourselves and everyone around you, and take care, and stay safe, and I will catch you tomorrow. Goodbye.